Hi, welcome back to this video. This one I'm just going to be doing a quick walk around of the Visual Web Developer 2008 Express Edition, because I'm not going to be doing any boring. It's not going to be very boring like usual videos that you watch where they show you every bits and pieces of the menu. I think you're very smart enough to figure out a lot of things for yourself, but just a quick show around of the page. So first of all, before I close this one, I'd like to show you, if you this is where the summary of what is going on in the web application is displayed. Is the debug. Remember in the first application when you choose to enable debugging, so this is the debugging. This is where it takes place, so you can always close this to have more real estate to work on. This section is called the Solution Explorer. This is where the pages, anything you add to your application will be displayed here. For example, if you had a new item, if I had a new page, skin file, text file, Ajax web form, master page, anything that I had will be placed into this Solution Explorer. There's another place where your the content of your website is placed, which is the Database Explorer. Database Explorer, if you create a new database, which I'm going to be showing you how to do, I'm going to show you everything. The database will be placed there, all your tables and the diagrams and everything related to your database will be placed into this area. So you have the Solution Explorer, you have the Database Explorer. If you by any mistake close any of this, and don't panic, just go to the view and just choose what you want to see. You see, we're back to the Database Explorer. Anything you want to see, even if you close the toolbox, you can just go to view and just look for the toolbox, and you're back. So this toolbox, if you want to have more area to work on, you can always click on this small can you see? I want you to look at my cursor. It's very small. It's like a screwdriver standing on his head. So if you just click on it, so you can see it's disappeared. So if you if you put your mouse over it, it comes out. So this gives you a chance to choose whatever you want to work with, but as soon as you move the mouse away, it disappears. So it's your choice. You can either do that or you can make it stay. So this is the work area. As you know, this section is what they call the property window. This property window, as you can see what I just did, you can actually dock these things out. You can take them out of where they belongs to. So you can, but as soon as you move it, can you see there's a small I don't know, this will guide you on where you want to place it. So I can move this back to where it belongs. Can you see all these things? They guide you to where you want to put. So if you drop it, it goes back to where it used to be. And this one as well, if you want to move it, you can just say I want to place it there, or I want to place it there or there. Can you see? This thing is it's a good guide. Anyway, let me show you what this property window does. For example, whichever element, whichever control, HTML control or server control, don't worry if you don't understand what those means, that is being selected at the time, that is the property will be displayed here. For example, I just click on the web form here, and as soon as I click on the web form, the property window changes to document. Can you see? It changes to document. So that means if I click on the label, that is the control that I've been working is currently being focused on, the one that is currently being selected. You can see that the property windows changes to label 1, which is the name. So which means you can click on this drop down and you can actually select any controls that you want to work with. Let me show you. Let me select a button. I'll drop a button there, and because this button is the one that's been selected, you can see that the property here is focused on button 1, which means that everything that will be displayed there will be related to button 1. So you can change the text on the button to click here. Click here. As you can see, it's been changed to click here. You can modify the font color, which will be the color of the text. Let's change that to red or orange. Can you see it's been changed? You can change the font. You can change the CSS class, the border width, the background color, the back color. You can change. Let's change the back color to light orange. Let's see how. So you can do a lot of fun stuff, just modifying it. And this is the name. I'm going to be teaching you how to name stuff, because the name is very important. Because if you leave the default name as button 1, button 2, button 3, when you want to actually reference back to those controls, you find it very difficult to find your control that you want to work with. You can modify all the properties. So, and because the controls have different properties, so the property that you modify on a button will be different from the one that you modify on a label, will be different from the one you modify on the document. So all the controls have different properties. So like when I select the document itself now, yes, you can see I cannot change the name. The name cannot be changed. So that means it doesn't have the name property because it doesn't need it. So that's the quick tour. This area is the toolbox. I'm going to tell you what the toolbox does. It's just where you drag and drop all your controls. We have the standard controls, the data, the validation, navigation, login, web parts, and Ajax extension. Everything we're going to be covering. So if you just come around often, you will learn more than enough. And this area is the toolbar. This is where you can quickly do stuff like save your application, add new item, create a new website. You can add more to the toolbar. These are the toolbars. These are the one that's been checked are the ones that we're currently looking at on our toolbar. If you want, you can change the query. You can add more. You can add a build toolbar. You can add a table designer, text editor, view. So but this is the one that has been shown to us by default, and this is the one I'll be using. That's it really. When I come back in the next video, I'm going to show the toolbox. I'm going to go deeper into the toolbox and just tell you what each one of them does. They're very, very easy to understand anyway, because I know you're very smart. Anyway, see you in the next video.